What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in beautiful, sunny, but cold South Georgia. I don't know, I think it got down to 30 something last night. I can't look at the gauge in my truck because it's saying it's 68 degrees right now because it's been parked after the engine was running, and it always shoots up 40 degrees or whatever. Yeah, let's see what we got here. I bet my little tractor's still sitting out there in the same place where I parked it a week ago. Yeah, that's my own fault though. Can't blame the dude. He had told me when I went there a couple of weeks before that, you know, that he had a good many on the list, and apparently the 2 weeks I waited, they brought in 10 more tractors. So there you have it. Elromo 002 are at the college, and that's actually where I'm heading. I had to go get some non-ethanol gas to mix some 2-cycle, and I had to go by the dealer and drop off a couple of chainsaws. I'm guessing the last video that I put out, sometimes they may get out of order, but I'm guessing the last one I put out had me down cleaning up at the property, unless I do them out of order. If you hadn't seen that one yet, then you'll see it in the future. There you go. How about that? But my little Husqvarna, I don't know what the deal is. It'll run good for about two minutes, and then it gets to where it bogs. And I first thought it wasn't getting air in the fuel tank because you could take the cap off. You take the cap off, put it back on, and then it seemed to run good for a couple of more minutes. But I don't know. Again, y'all know I like a piece of equipment you just pick up and use, and it'll be out there fighting with it. On a chainsaw, I got to fight with the chain anyway. I sling a chain off about every 10 minutes. I can't keep a chain tight on one. I don't know if it's just me or what. Especially you get, you know, well, you get in them limbs will slide one off of there for you quick. So anyway, I'm here at the college now. Looks like I got a bunch of pine cones to pick up, which is par for the course. This is the last bi-weekly cut. We actually only bi-weekly cut this a couple of times in the fall, and then a couple of times in the spring. It is mostly weekly, and mostly weekly, and then we go to monthly. So we'll come back, obviously it's October now. We'll come back in November, December, January, February, and March. March may get 2 cuts, depends on how that it will, because I think we'll cut early March, and then we'll cut late March, and then we'll be on a bi-weekly schedule. But there's going to be several trash cans full of pine cones out here, I can tell now. So, and I don't know how many's around back. So anyway, that's what we got going, and I'm fixing to get out and jump on that. And I don't know what all else. We got a couple of little more small properties to do today. So as we get into whatever, I'll check back with y'all. How about that? All right, that's 002 out there. Cutting under the pine trees. Elrow right here. That's all we got left right here is the front, and finished blowing off. I've blown off all the sidewalks all around the building, but I come back and blow these curbs off and around all these little islands. He still got to cut these islands, I guess. I don't know why he didn't do that. I told him to do all the islands, but I was using sign language. I was doing this, and he went like that, and he did the ones on the other end. So anyway, we won't be back here for 4 weeks. We'll come every 4 weeks all the way through February. And so yeah. Yep. Winding down, man. We get this one off, and then we got weeklies on the banks and doctor's offices next week. And after that, they're bi-weekly. So we're gonna be good to go. But anyway, let me get off this thing, and look, that thing's rough, man. Elrow is the X1 Pro. Elrow X1 Pro. He's put, that thing's got 1,000 and something hours on it. He's probably put 750 of them on there. So, all right. I'm gonna see if I can get 002's attention so I can get him to cut these islands that hadn't been done. It's probably almost 12, waiting on these cars to leave so I can blow off up there a little bit better. 11:51. Oh, my chainsaws are ready. Dropped them off this morning and they ready. Need them working on the property. All right, check back with y'all. All right, still a couple of pine cones out there. El Finito. Like he got a good bit of the pond cut too. Y'all can see the water down in there though, probably. They are going to go and do a little small residential and then go to lunch. I'm going to go to lunch and go to the next property. Actually, I got to go by and pick up my saws and go to lunch and then go to my next property. So dropped saws off at the shop this morning. They've already sent me a message, said they were ready. So front of the line, buddy, front of the line. But anyway, my wife just sent me a picture of an enclosed trailer, but it's not what I want because it's got barn doors on it and I want one with a ramp. So anyway, I appreciate her looking out for me though. Check back with y'all. All right, I got saws back. One of them had all the fuel lines, everything plastic on it was ate up. That was the Echo, which is my neighbor's, but he probably ain't run it in over a year. And I don't know, maybe he had some, he might have had ethanol in it, I don't know. But I got it fixed, got mine back, chains sharpened, all that kind of good stuff. So y'all know where I'm gonna eat at, man. This is the lawn care stop right here, buddy, Arby's. So anyway, that's what we got going on. Get up in here and eat me something. It's probably where the guys will come by and eat at too. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, that's where I'm gonna eat at. Looks like the doctor's still here. That's their vehicle out back there, one of them. And then they got one over at the house too. Who knows, man, but they close at 12, I think. So I'm gonna trim up all these bushes real quick. And then Elroy and them will be coming to trim the yard, edge, cut all this. I'm just gonna do the landscape, I think. So anyway, that's the plan, man. That's the plan. YouTube posse. F-150's up there. 002's already gone. He drove to Tacoma. He had to go back and weld something real quick for somebody. He's in welding, you know. Old welder, man. And so anyway, it's for something at the church. And so he had driven this morning to the college, and then he ran back out there when he could meet the guy. He don't have a welder, but another guy in the church had one that he could come over and use at like 10:30 or something. So he ran back over there and did that, and then came back. So anyway, he's already gone. I'm gonna follow Elroy. I told him to go ahead and pull into the station up here, and we're gonna go and go ahead and top everything off because everything's probably about out of fuel. I know the F-150 is probably at 1/4 of a tank. This truck's at 1/2 a tank. The Super Z and the X1 are probably pretty close to being out of fuel. Elroy said he just gonna go right on through that, boy. So I want to top everything off because I hate taking it, you know. Sometime I might want to use it out there on the countryside and not have no gas in it. I don't guess they went and filled them up. I'm sure they didn't. So anyway, it is 2:30, so by the time I get home, it'll be 3 o'clock. And that'll be the day. Now, we didn't leave until 8 this morning, so we're starting to leave later. You know, it's cooler out and all, so no need to jump out there too quick. And we only did 3 properties today. So today is about, you know, this is one of our small Fridays, but it's gonna be that way from here on out. So we probably only did like $1,000 today or something like that. And that's, well, Elroy will have 7 hours. 002 will have 5.5 hours. And then, of course, I got 7 hours. So. Probably not the most efficient day, but anyway, it's, you know, it is what it is. And we, you know, we stop and eat lunch in there, and I pay the guys right on through lunch. I've never taken out a lunch on them. And I told them, as long as they don't abuse it, I won't. Now, if they go sit down somewhere, you know, and, you know, like a sit-down restaurant where you got to wait on the waitress, get you drinks, and then you got to wait and get your order, and then you got to eat and all that stuff now. But a lot of times, you know, they'll call ahead and order a burger or something, or, you know, they just, they pretty good about not taking too long. And, you know, I don't mind if they take 25-30 minutes, especially in the summertime when it's hot out, you know. So that lunch is in there. I mean, they get paid for it. So and anyway, we here at the Shell station getting ready to top these bad boys off. So let me get off this thing and get out and pump some gas, because it'd be a lot of trouble for Elroy to get up on that trailer. He could do it, but I want to fill this one up too. So I want to top all these off. So I figured just, oh man, they got a broke pump over here. Well, actually I'm okay, because I don't have to top off the stander. I mean, it'll be all right. So, all right, let me get off here and help out. All right, I think that is a wrap on the day. You know, again, not any significant footage. I did what y'all come to expect from me. I talked. Well, now I'm gonna be honest. I watch guys ride around on lawnmowers a little bit, but you know, mostly people who do a lot of cutting footage, I mostly scroll through that. Mostly, you know, if it's in time lapse and they dropping down some dark, deep stripes, I might watch that. There's something about it that's satisfying. But anyway, hey, the guy up here, there's a guy up here who's got what I need, man. I'm gonna see if we can get a shot of it. I better slow down. I'm doing 70 miles an hour. I drive faster with the trailer than I do without it for some reason. Just ride smooth, man. That Nissan power. So yeah, we're done. We're done with the lawn day, and get back to the house, send out a couple of invoices, and not sure what I'm gonna do the rest of the afternoon. I got a heads job that I need to do, and I asked the new guy if he wanted to do it, but he had already had some commitments this afternoon and tomorrow, I think ministry related, and again, we're not really talking about him really hopping in until the spring, for the most part. But I did tell him in the meantime, you know, when I'm doing these other little projects, hedge projects, landscape, building decks or whatever, you know, that I would offer to let him help if he wanted to in situations where I could use some help, and you know, just so he can make some extra money there. So that's what I want to do. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I appreciate y'all watching, and my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you. and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great, great day.